Hi, my name is Victor Zupank, and I am the music director and composer at the Children's Theatre Company. I make the music for all the shows. Where we are right now is in the rehearsal room, and this is where the whole process starts. I'm going to take you through like about a 6-week process in just a couple minutes, so it's going to go fast, but I'll explain what I do. In the rehearsal room is where the actors and the director and myself start working on the music. So I've got instruments here, I've got a piano, I've got a drum, I've got hi-hats and cymbals, and an accordion. I'll play all kinds of music in here and figure out what we're going to do, and then I start writing the music. And I've got a computer program here that allows me to write all the notes. I enter the notes one at a time until I've got music. You can see it bigger there. And then once I've got the music written, then I start bringing in musicians and myself to the recording studio, and that's where I'm going to take you now. It's this way. So this is the rehearsal room. Now we're going to go to the studio. All right, so this is the recording studio. This is where we end up after I write the music. So once I've written that music on the computer, then I can print it out, and I've got music written, and then we're able to play the music, and you'll hear stuff, you'll hear all sorts of instruments. I'm going to play you what we ended up with, but you know, this is a xylophone. You'll hear you'll hear xylophone in there, you'll hear drums, you'll hear drums, and you hear all sorts of other instruments because we have synthesizers and keyboards and some vocals. But you know, this stuff gets recorded into a microphone. The microphone goes through a cable, and then it goes in through the wall into the recording booth, which is where we're going to go now. And this is the last stage in everything. So this is where we record the music. Like I said, I have synthesizers. So I'll record tracks on the synthesizer, and I have the drums and the keyboards and the xylophones. And when we record all that, it shows up onto the computer here, and this program is called Pro Tools. It's a really complicated recording program that allows us to record many tracks and put them all together. And what you'll hear is the final product here. You'll hear the xylophones first, and then you hear the drum. And I can isolate all those, so if you want to hear just that drum thing that I just played for you. And there's the bass of the keyboard, all right? And so we put it all together, you get the sounds. And then what we needed for the play too were some sound effects like sirens and car horns. And I was able to add those too. Those come from sound effects libraries. So I'm able to add car horns. So when they put them all together, we get this cool texture, and this is what we were going after for the play. And here comes the sirens and the horns. And then we mix this music. We put it on the system down in the theater, and when you come to see the play, you hear that finished product in the theater while actors are acting on stage, and hopefully, pretty much always, it makes sense and it's kind of brilliant. It's pretty cool. So that's what I do, making all the music from start to finish. But again, all of that takes 5 or 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's a long, slow process, but that's what we do.